And we're back. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review, my second live of the day. This is for Love and Marriage DC. Okay, a new series. It is a spinoff, basically, from Love and Marriage Huntsville, except it's in DC, and it's starring none other than Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels from Housewives of Potomac. And I'm like, this is a whole new show. Okay, and I'm like, it's amazing that we're getting another look at, Monique from a different perspective. Okay, but y'all know, first things first, do not forget to do a couple of things. Okay, do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dot. Okay, do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, because again, as y'all know, this is a conversation between me and y'all, so I need y'all to talk to me. Okay, talk to me. Tell me your name or whatever. You can also share the video on your social media by hitting the share button. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner everywhere. Okay, now y'all know, yes, I'm here. Just ended my Love and Marriage Huntsville live. So if you are, after you watch me on this, go ahead on my channel and look at that one as well. Okay, and y'all know, after I'm done with this DC one, I'm going to be live. I think I'm going to do a live watch along, okay, for Wanda. Wanda went live and was saying a bunch of stuff, honey. I was like, ooh, man, see boots, okay? So after this live is done, which will probably be around 4:30, like 4:30, I'm going to go ahead and do the live for Wanda. I was going to do a premiere, but I feel like go ahead and just do a live with y'all, watch it or whatever, get through it. And then after that, we'll go ahead and get on to a chit chat about the nightcap with Carlos, Mel, and Monique. So, it's going to be some things around here, whatever. But things is going to be live. So again, next up is Wanda's live, and then the chit chat live. And it's already set up on my channel. So go ahead and get into that. But, okay, the DC cast. I feel like, let's see, wait. But hey, to y'all who are here in live, look, I know everybody live today. Everyone is live today, so it's gonna be and whatnot. Okay, yes, back in effect. Like the video, please. Yes, again and again and again. Thank you. The first live was very, very fun and stuff. I give this show a 7 out of 10. The fourth couple, Tasha and Neil Lyons. I feel like I saw a picture from the premiere party, and there was a fourth couple there, and I'm like, who is that? Who are the people? I might know them. But I can agree. I think the first, hey y'all, hey, everybody popping in. I do feel like, right, once again, because we back again. I haven't even honey put ass on my old video that is in it. I'm just gonna wait and do that later. But it's fine. Okay, it's fine. I feel like the first episode was more of a introduction. You know what I'm saying? I think because we don't know all the couples besides Chris and Monique, we're being introduced to folks. So the first episode, to me, is always not going to be real juicy and amazing or whatever, because we have to get to know who they are, who are the couples, their families, what they do. And so to me, that's what this episode represents and stuff, okay? I like Arena and Ashley. I like everyone so far, but it's so early. I'm looking like, well, I like them later on. But I still like them, in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But I want to have another rendezvous with them, on a different day. I don't know. But, let's get into the first thing I want to get into is the looks of their professionals for the women who we have, okay? Bomb. So I don't like this dress on Monique. I like the blue outfit better. I think I don't know what she was going for here. I like the color of it, but it gives me like Marie Antoinette, 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s feel. And I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. It really wasn't. But I was like, I guess so. if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to wear. Like, no. But I get what she was probably, and it may be cuter standing up, but sitting down, I was like, maybe not. I don't know. Her hairstyle here, her dreads, well, maybe before, I don't know if she has dreads or false locks or whatever it may be. But yeah, the styling of her locks is not the best, in my opinion. We've seen her with other styles of her locks that were amazing. I did not like this one as much. But I think this is supposed to be a theme. I don't know what the theme was, but I'm like, girl, it's fine. Now next up we get this wrong button, y'all. I want to get to the next person. Ashley. Ashley's look, I love her hair. I love the wand curls. Her skin looks amazing. Her makeup is great as well. Her dress is cute. I never really liked this puke green color. So it's not, what is that, velvet? And it's velvet. So it's a velvet dress. I just don't like the color. I wish she would have chosen maybe a golden dress or something. But I like this. I like the silhouette of the look. I just don't like the color of the dress. But I'm not a puke green dress liker. It has to be amazing for puke green to work. And I think I don't like puke green and velvet, because sometimes it just looks weird. But yeah, her hair and makeup is amazing. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. You get her nails too. Next up, we also have Arena, who was it all in velvet? Was it a velvet theme? Is it supposed to be like Marie Antoinette? I don't know. Her hair is cute. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the earrings, the hair, the choker, the sleeves is all too much up top. I wish she didn't look so, like, I feel like she's very covered up. I feel like it's like this too much. Maybe she did not need the choker part of that dress. I'm not sure, but it's cute. It's cute or whatever. She, I guess, I guess. Wait, did not like the confession look upright for her. Not for the hairstyle. I not like either. Monique's choker looks like not like a shackle. Shackles on my feet so I can dance. Monique started the lock journey with her lock extensions. She confirmed. Okay, so there are locks. Okay, cool. Love Ashley's makeup and earrings. Her hair, makeup and earrings. Ashley looks beautiful. Arena needs to give her the choker. Yeah, she looks bundled up, and I'm like, was it cold? Was it cold? So it's something, she doesn't look bad at all. It's just I wish it was just not so much up top. And seeing how she dressed in other scenes, that made it to be her thing. Okay, now the fourth person we got to know, who I'm assuming that Winter is more of a friend of and not a house, not one of the wives or whatever, because it was just different. I like her hair. She, for some reason, she reminded me of Buffy from Potomac in this look. I think Buffy had a confession look before where her hair was to the side, so that may be what it was. The dress is cute. It's real simple. That's why I feel like she might be a friend of the show and not, the actual, full-time housewife or whatever, cast member or whatever. Yeah, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. Okay. Let's get into the show. We see Monique. Okay. And Monique is like, hey, I'm back on the show. It's me. And how Carlos, so it's Monique. So see, look, I like Monique's locks here. I like her outfit here. Okay. The other one, not so much. But Monique brings up how, Carlos approached her after she left her house in Potomac, okay, to possibly, do something together. And she first said no. Because as we know, she kept saying she had, PTSD from what she went through on the show. Because I think people don't think Monique was on Potomac for, I think, 4 seasons. And having to deal with the women on there and how she probably felt like she was being pushed to be a certain kind of person, and then when the fight happened, and that was a whole mess, and how she probably felt like it was handled with a whole mess, we get why she wanted to leave. So when Karla was approached her, she said, well, no, not right now. I can't do that. But she later on came back, I will come on here and I will, do this or whatever. Because I felt like I was put in a box. I wasn't able to fully show who I was. And we do know for Potomac, they do put you for any show, they put you in a box. But on Potomac, I do feel like Karen and Giselle are kind of the top notch ladies on that show. So I do think because how Giselle felt about Monique, she got not the best at it. Okay. Not saying she didn't do what she did or say what she said. I also feel like they would always try to protect Giselle and not really try to protect Monique. And so her thing was, it was on bullshit or whatever. So, but she like for that, that will be shown here, me being who I am. So she was having a Not for Lazy Moms event. And at the event, she was like, okay, so what we're going to do is have all the ladies come around here to meet. So that's when we met, Ashley, who said she's the nicest bitch you could ever meet. Okay, bitch, I know it, but I'm so nice. I was like, okay. Now we also met Arena, and that's when Arena then said, I'm 38. Well, no, I'm 48. The fact that she fully forgot her age was hilarious to me because it happens. Okay, look, I'll be like, how old am I? Am I 40? Yeah, I'm 40. I'll be forgetting. I know at 48, I may forget that too. But it is what it is. But I like how they all came together at the event. It was cute. You can tell it was the first time they all got together, everything, whatever. And we also then met Winter. Now, Winter is Monique's friend, okay? And they know each other because Chris, who was Monique's husband, and Winter's ex-husband played football together. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And so, but Arena and Ashley, who are in the middle, know each other because we know Ashley's husband is DJ Quicksilver, so, he does that. Arena's husband throws parties. So again, they know each other from that too. But when Winter was speaking at the event, I'm like, okay, what's she going to say? And when she went into how, my now ex-husband, okay, the ex of the husbands, was out here cheating on me with the nanny. The nanny, she found out that man was cheating on her with their nanny, okay? And she said, now I found out not only that, but he had a baby on me, okay? He had a whole baby on me. I'm like, not a whole baby. No. Okay. And then she found out he had 2 babies. No. So the fact that she's already going through the bull of the shit, I was like, girl, just let that man go. Because that man ain't right. He should not be here. He don't want to be here at all. Because to cheat with the nanny and have 2 kids on you, to me means I don't really want to be here. I want to quit. I want to be done. Okay. I'm already doing all the things wrong that I ain't supposed to do, and you ain't supposed to know, but I'm going to still stay with you and make it seem like that, you the one that had to put up with my shit. I was like, no, ma'am. And so they're divorced. Okay. And so people were saying that because she shaved her head, she must have been through things. What I like that she said was, after filing for divorce and, having to move on my life and having to find my own strength as a woman, I was able to do that. And I was like, girl, I hope whoever, I do wonder if he had the 2 kids with the nanny or if he had the 2 kids like with other women. Like, she did not elaborate that much, but I was like, what is going on here, honey? I'm confused and dismayed. I want to hear more. And for that to be her opening introduction to us as, viewers, I was like, to me, that showed she's very open and honest. To me, that shows she's very much so open to being judged, because you can't tell me that anybody means to saying, hey, he cheated on me, and not only did he cheat on me, he had these kids. That's like, girl, that is messy. Yes, I was shocked. Something about Winter is not right. I hope I'm wrong though. Um, I don't know either. And this is the weird thing. I feel like how I feel about I think in my head, how I'm viewing them now is not gonna be how I'm gonna feel later, but about all of the women. All of them. I feel like there's so much that's why I said this episode to me wasn't even like a real episode. It was an introduction to what each person has going on and what their storyline will probably be going forward. So I was like, yes, I have so many questions. So many. So many. I was trying to get people to tell me who is Winter. Honey, I don't know. I don't know. But again, she knows Monique. Her ex-husband was, a football player, and she lives in DC, so I guess that's what it is. But I was, it's messy. Okay, it's messy. Now I will say that Ashley to me was a bit messy, and saying that she was whispering to Raina because they was in the audience, and she brought up how look, I hope I don't get drunk because when I'm bored I drink. Okay, and I've had 4 drinks. This event is boring. I'm like, so were you saying that Winter's story was boring, or was Monique's event boring? That's messy to me, girl. Come on, shade, not messy. It's shady. It's shady. But again, she said she's a bitch and she knows it. Okay, so they all talk. They all moms. They all have been married or divorced and whatnot or whatever. And when Monique brings about for her, she hoped that all the ladies can become friends, be friendly. Because again, on her last show, the women weren't really, all that, what I'm saying, friendly or whatever. It was about the mess, but she's hoping that won't happen here. I mean, it will. It will. It's fine. We want to see a bit of mess and a bit of amazingness. Now, Arena, who's in the middle in the red in the burgundy dress, brings up how me and my husband are celebrating 26 years of marriage. I'm like, really? So she got married around she was around 22. But again, 26 years of marriage, and how she wants to have a little anniversary party or whatever. And so when Ashley's like, well, I was 10. I was 10 when you get married. I'm not age shaming. To tell someone I was 10 years old when you got married, it's like, well, we didn't need to know that. That didn't even matter, okay? And I feel like at the end of the day, Arena and Ashley looks to be the same age. Okay. Okay, so I was like, that's not even girl. It was just shade of the D. Okay, and when Monique brings up how she hopes at the anniversary party they can have a question and answer, I'm like, a question? It's a party. What? And then Raina said, no, it's a party. We at our parties we don't have question and no, ma'am. It's time to have a good time. I did not like. I'm like, Monique, why are you trying to have a question and answer situation at a party? No, have a whole separate dinner for couples about marriage shit. Don't bring that shit to my anniversary party because I can get mad at my husband again and then you ruin it. Okay. Yeah, she looks great for her age. She really, really does. Because even when she said she was 40, I'm like, oh, you still look great. You know what I'm saying? And now she don't look like she's been married for 26 years. Because that's a lot of time. A lot of time or whatever. So again, I'm like, don't be shaming her about how long she been. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. And so when Arena asked, what kind of gift can I get him? I give him for 20 years. And Ashley to me gave a basic bitch answer. And I'm not calling her a bitch. Not calling her a bitch. But said either give him a lap dance, either wake him up with a lap dance or give him a head. I'm like, I think she might have been lap dancing that man and get. I'm pretty sure she gave that man a lot of head over the girl back. Anyway, let's move on to Chris and Monique. So they chit chatting a little bit. And again, each couple is showing us what they're going to be talking about this season. And while on Potomac, we've seen Chris and Monique as a happy couple, how much he loves and support her, but also how much he really is used to her doing things, okay, and used to, him not really having to be as hands-on right about now, whatever. But Monique felt like, okay, we're approaching our 10 years being together or being married, and we're in a weird headspace right now. I'm like, what do you mean? Is y'all beefing? And even Chris saying how, I'm a good husband, I help with doing this, I help with the bath or whatever, I take care of the bills or whatever. He's like, I'm doing these things to think that I'm a good husband, but I guess the emotional issues that we're having right now is coming up. And I'm feeling like they spoke on that a little bit on Potomac as well. how Chris does not always seem as emotionally aware of what he needs to be doing or what Monique needs. So it seems like they're still having that same issue. And that will be explored on this show. So again, episode 1 was more about just kind of exploring what was going on or whatever, but I'm happy to see them back. We then get to see Arena and her husband, Jamie. Okay. So her mom lived there with them. The mom has been there for 5 years. Their 21-year-old son lived there too because he is visually impaired. So he needs help doing this or that or whatever. So again, this them, her mama, one of their sons or whatever at the house. But it seems to be fine. We meet Jamie, okay, who was he's like a party promoter. He throws parties all around the world, Greg, all around the world. He's been doing the business for years. Again, he's well established or whatever. Now we do find out their firstborn son, Lil Jamie, okay, who was 25 years old. Lil Jamie and Big Jamie have issues. Okay, they be beefing out or whatever. They're not even talking right now. And I was like, really? Now Big Jamie, the husband, brings up how Lil Jamie better show up at their party. Okay, it's our anniversary party. You know, me and him ain't talking right now, but if he don't show up, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, I'm like, but if y'all not talking, he may not come because he's beefed out with daddy. Okay, but we then see Arena, who goes to talk to and hang out with a little bit their son, Lil Jamie. He was out there about a car. And again, he's 25 years old or whatever. Now I'm like, this the Karla conversation, honey, turned into a whole thing. And I'm like, girl, don't do it. Now, Lil Jamie brings up how he did not want to be at odds with his father. Okay, like we've never had a real conversation like a man to man. And I do think with men, if you go from being like a little boy to like a little teenager, whatever, if you do not have a conversation as an adult, you don't want to feel like your parents are treating like a little child. But I'm like, why are you doing bullshit? You know what I'm saying? You doing bullshit or whatever. And I like how he's acknowledging that we have issues. We do. I don't want to have issues with him, but that's what it is. And Arena and her son are like, son, like we always want you to be safe, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you're a black man in this world, and anything can happen to you, whatever. We would hate to get a phone call that something happened. Because you won't on some bullshit in these streets. I'm like, oh, so he being dumb. Okay. He beef with his friend because he's on some dumb bullshit. I was like, But Shaq, you need to get yourself together. Okay, because I don't want to lose you. And she got all emotional. I was like, oh God, Jesus Christ, don't do it. And I liked her saying, I had to show him that it's affecting me. You know, him and his father beefing or whatever, you know, sometimes men and boys don't care or don't think about how what's going on affect their mom. But when they do, it affects them. And him seeing his mom cry, I was like, damn, mama, don't cry, mama. Don't cry, mama, no. And he like, I can see, you know, her point or whatever, and I just don't want her to be upset. So I'm gonna do better for her. And I was like, that's smart. That's smart. Let's see, Raina having a visually impaired son and sharing that with us was admirable. They have an organic story. They do. And see, Lil Jamie's lifestyle is relatable, I'm sure, to some families. I really like Raina and Jamie. Yeah, I feel like both of them were being open and honest about stuff. You know, when Big Jamie would say how we beat out. You know what I'm saying? But if he don't come up, I'm be pissed. And even her going and talking to the son, like, you know, this is going on, how I feel, like dad feel. Nothing seems sugar-coated. You know what I'm saying? Nothing seems as if they are trying to make it seem like, okay, no big deal, and that's on that. I'm like, cool, but I like her to say, like, I need you to fix some shit. Start with yourself, because you on bullshit. Now, we meet Ash and her husband, Quicksilver, and I've always heard of DJ Quicksilver, so he's a very popular, you know, DJ. You know what I'm saying? He's global, as he said. They have 2 kids together. They're like younger kids, like they're like 13, like 9 or whatever. A dog or whatever, and the husband, Quick. I wonder what's his real name? Because it can't be Quick. Anyway, they've been married for 13 years, and they're both extremely busy, okay? And working on like work stuff and family stuff. But she feel like, you know what I'm saying, I am a married single mom because he gone so much. He's always gone, he's working. So I can even work on my shit because I have to be, you know, mommy and the house person. and he out here doing whatever. And so I don't want to get so lost being the mom and the wife and not being able to be me. Okay, I want to have time for me as well. And how she, just wants him to acknowledge or wants him to notice he needs to slow down. And he brought a lot. I know I work too much. I know I need to slow down. I know I have to help you and the kids more, but I work hard so we can afford the lifestyle. And that'd be the hard part when it's like, do you want to have him home more? And y'all may have to downsize if y'all can't afford things based on him not working so much. Or like you have to find that balance. But the thing should be that it should never be on her to hold the brunt of being the one at home taking care of home. And he's always gone because he's paying for shit. Okay. And I'm like, that's not right. That's not fair for her. But he say, his family's important to him or whatever. He loves them. But I'm like, girl, do something with that man. Punch him in the throat. So when she brought up how she gave up school and how I left school to be able to handle the household, and I need your support because I gave up so much. I don't want to just be, your wife and the kid's mom. I want to be Abby too. I appreciate her saying that she feel like, she can't be herself because she's so busy being the mom and the wife. Honey, fix it, okay? Now, we do see the party go on for Raina and Jamie's anniversary. It wasn't much shown. We see Monique, Chris talking to Winter in the beginning or whatever, and the whole conversation happens. And this is the thing. Winter's story was crazy in the beginning because he and the husband and the cheating with the nanny and having 2 kids on her, whatever. That's how we first met her. And in this scene, she brings up how her second husband is some shit. So Chris also knows her second husband. Okay, I'm like, girl, stop marrying people that Chris know. And she brings up how with the second husband, we not even together. I'm like, y'all ain't together. What happened? What happened? And she brought up how after they got married, she got real or whatever, and she wondered what she got herself into. He changed things that she thought was things, was not things anymore, or whatever. They had not talked in 6 months. And how that after around the time of their 1-year anniversary, he started tripping. Okay, he wouldn't talk to her. He then moved back in the parents' house. I'm like, who parents? His parents? Yes, her husband left her out the blue, moved back in with his parents. But her husband is almost 60. Why is your grown-ass husband moving in with his... I was like, with the parents? Girl, I was like, well, so it's weird that she's having these weird situationships with folk. And I'm like, I don't know why. Don't do it because it don't seem right. But again, the first husband was cheating. And then now this husband is leaving. I'm like, what's going on here? Let's see, little Jamie knows his parents are his safety net. That's why he's still acting like a fool. Yeah, at 25 years old. Okay. I wonder if the guy that DJ set up his coworker. I don't know. Who set up somebody? Like for nothing or for something. It could be that. Anyway, but we shall see. Winter has weird energy. Not weird energy, but I feel like what's going on, because even sometimes how she explains things is weird. So I don't know if it's her energy or if it's like, is she lying? Is she not being as honest and as truthful? I just don't know. Now, I want to, because Winter, my phone there. Winter was posting on social media, and I forgot to pull up the tweets, to load the tweets onto it. So I'm going to read them off my phone. Let me see if I can go to her page and just share my screen. That's if she still has them up, but sometimes she don't. And I'd be like, I would try my best, the best to not. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all so y'all can see what she was saying. on Twitter. Because sometimes that's just easy. It's easier sometimes to share a screen than it is to, do other stuff. So, Winter Harris Williams. Again, she has at least a married name. I'm not sure around here. And she was on Twitter saying things. I want to scroll down to what she was saying last night to have it be in some kind of order. Okay, some kind of order. They were trending last night, so that's true as well. Man, where's the first one? Boom, here we go. Because I'm like, I know she was talking on stuff. So, despite the shade, I have no shame. Heads up, Buttercup, that comeback is loading. I'm like, a comeback? Where you go? Did you leave? Is that what happened? I don't know. She also brought up how it takes deep strength to know your own worth, to walk away from a commitment. Like a minute, I stayed 15 years and decided to choose me, piece of a pride. So that first husband, okay, who had 2 kids, is who she had to leave after 15 years of marriage. I'm like, that's a long time. Okay, long time. So the cat's out of the bag that after my marriage ended over 5 years ago, I remarried a man I thought I knew. The revelations are about to get real. Let's be clear. I'm aware I did not deserve what y'all are about to witness. But I'm like, so it's gonna play out on the show? When people say who they are, believe them. They show you, believe what they're showing you. Okay. I'm like, because you really have to. It was something else she said. Okay. Beside that, about her comments, and I'm trying to find it. She may have deleted it. How does a man move back to his parents' house at 60? Caught me by total surprise. So I was like, you ain't know nothing? She ain't know nothing. One thing you can expect from me this season is truth, transparency, and in this series shade, I may be saved and all, but try Jesus, not me. I'm not, because she like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And then she said, I said what I said. Okay. And I was like, what did you say? Okay. And again, let's be clear. I make my own money. So if I wanted to bag a man with money to just stay married, I would have stayed where I was. I thought that ninja was a man of God. He tried all of the Jesus I have this season. I kept my foot on the BS all season long. So again, that really means that husband who left her for his family's house is going to be on the season, and we're going to see it all play out. And I was like, girl, please make sure that man know that we want to see all the mess. Please make sure he know we're going to see it all, and he can't be on bullshit. So again, I was like, girl, it's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, that's the guy who set up his female coworker with the babysitter situation. I didn't hear about that. The second read is over now. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, if it's not over, it's gonna play out on the season to see what happened. Okay, but again, her name is still high. Honey, I don't know. Her tweets are filled with emotion. I hope she's all right. I hope so too. But again, so what we're gonna see from her this season will be about her and that new husband who's on some bullshit. Now we do know all the couples get there, Monique and Chris, Ashley and Quick, Arena and Jamie. I feel like we didn't really see much of a party. They was all sitting having fun or whatever. But everyone who wants to have a conversation about we don't this ain't a marriage conversation party. This is a party. It's a party, okay? But we do see that Big Jamie and Little Jamie was both there. So their son showed up, and it was a good conversation being had between them. Again, it's still weird to me that the conversation was had at this party. I'm like, why not come to the house? Okay, why not do that? But again, Big Jamie was happy to see Little Jamie there. He also said, I hope you don't piss me off either. Now we find out that Big Jamie and Little Jamie have not talked in like 5 or 6 months. I'm like, really? And they talked, and Lil Jamie said, look, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, I knew I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. I know I was getting high too much, whatever. I was getting high every day, and I did not realize how much it was fucking with me. Okay. but y'all treat me like a kid, and that's kind of aggravating to me. And so Big Jamie point was like, look, you can be dead, you can be in jail, like you can get into so much bullshit based on you being with wrong folk or whatever. And we don't want that for you because we love you. And the reason we're in your head so much is not because we think you're a kid, it's because we love you. We really want the best for you. And then Big Big Daddy brings up how for him, he had a father who was who was on his head too, because back then, it could get dangerous or whatever. So he said, had his father not been on his head, that he would have maybe not been where he was today or whatever. So that's the reason he's on his son's head. And so what I liked was they hugged it out, and Lil Jamie said, like, I really need sometimes to hear that. I need to hear that you love me. And I do think sometimes with men, sometimes people in general, not just men, but sometimes parents don't get, even your kids as they get older, need to hear, hey, I love you. But sometimes they just need, they need to. I agree. Now I also feel like Lil Jamie need to go the fuck up. He do seem like he may have been spoiled. And then once he got of age, it was like, okay, well, now you gotta fix it. You can't just be around here thinking that we're going to save you all the time, even when you're doing shit that we don't agree with. Because him admitting to the fact that he said, I know I was with the wrong crowd. I know I was smoking weed too much and not realizing how much it was affecting me. So that was one part of the problem. But I also like that he brought up how I also need to hear that you love me. But you can't expect that to happen when you fucking up. Like, oh, if you fuck up, it ain't no, I still love you. Yes, I do, but I need to stop fucking up. Okay. But yeah, I'm glad Lil Jamie said that he told him that, and I think even when he said that, Big Jamie felt like, I can do that. I can do that because you're telling me that you need for me. That was good for me. Yeah, having serious family talks at the party, and then wanting to have marriage counseling at the party, and then feeling away about not getting your way. The party was all doing too much. It was like, what is going on? Okay, it was too much going on. I wonder if he a rich kid trying to fit in, like Tariq, not Tariq on Power. It could be. I took watch. I didn't see the update. It's maybe something different. I was there was a little bit emotional on both sides. I felt like they make their true feelings. I think it's also odd having this kind of conversation at a club. It could have been a more emotional conversation had it been like it was just them. But I'm like, they finna go party. I don't know. But again, that was really all we got from the party was that conversation, and then with Winter's conversation with Monique and them. But the end with Chris and Monique talking, look, Chris and Monique is coming with the drama, in my opinion, based on their marriage. On Potomac, I think Monique always kind of alluded to, Chris being a very much so I need husband. But even though she appreciated him as a husband, there was these emotional and supportive roles from him that she wanted more of. And I'm assuming we're going to get more of that on this show. Because I was like, girl, this is a lot. Wait, hold on. Math. Okay. Let's see. Black men in general need to say they love their kids more. Yes, showing it is great, but kids need to hear it regardless of age. Very, very true. Like we and my parents, we every day. Like before my dad passed away, after every conversation, every phone call, all right, Dad, love you. You know what I'm saying? Love you too, hun, is what he would say. So, it was what it was. Yeah, even when they fucking up, right? Because you can still say, I love you, child, but you can't be fucking up now. I love you, but you can't be fucking up. His mom told him to talk with dad for the party, and he ain't listen. He came and talked with dad at the party, okay? Before Monique and Chris is seeing a life coach, okay? And they brought up how the life coach felt like it would be better to incorporate Monique into their sessions because maybe he can get better with Monique being around or whatever. And so he feel like, okay, well, it's getting better. I'm getting better, whatever. It's worth the work. It's worth, working towards this goal or whatnot. But he wants Monique to be a little bit more patient with him. And Monique's issue was but you ain't doing a bare minimum. And you want me to be more patient with you. You want me to allow you to just wait. I thought I put the wrong time on something because I meant to put 4:45. So I had to update my live, y'all. Because y'all know I'm going to be live after this for the Wanda stuff. Okay, it's at 4:45. I'm gonna be live to discuss Wanda stuff. We're gonna watch a little watch along for Wanda and whatnot. And then after that, at 6 tonight, we will have 6:05 tonight. We can discuss the nightcap chit chat that was on too. Okay, and then after that, I'm done for the day doing lives. So still 2 lives to do. Again, after this live, we got Wanda. After Wanda's live, we got chit chat for nightcap. I want to bring it up so that I don't forget. Anyway, but Monique is saying, like, look, you know what I'm saying? I just want you to be more expressive in how you feel, because you never go deep with what you're feeling. Okay. Now there was a list that Chris was supposed to complete. And honey, so hard. Yeah, I just changed it now because I didn't realize I put at 5:45 and I meant to put it at 4:45. And then right after that one, like, so the 4:45, so the night cap chit chat will be right when the Wanda one ends. So I might have to change the time to depending on what time it happens. But there was a list that Chris was supposed to complete for Monique and for the life coach, and Chris has not done it. Okay. And because she don't think, she's like, I don't want what I think to be what things should be. I want it to be what you think and what you want. So I want you to put the whole list together to be what it was. And so the list was supposed to be things that he was working on life coach, was about things that he thinks he is, things that he is passionate about, things that he likes about himself, and that. So it was supposed to be done within a week, and that was a month ago. And so for her, she's like, I feel like you don't want to do the work, okay, because it's not important to you. And his thing is, well, yeah, you're right, I don't want to do it, okay, but not because I feel like it's not important. And I'm like, Chris, that's bullshit. Because if you were supposed to do a list about, who you think you are, what are you passionate about, things that you like about yourself, if you did not do that from a month ago, you don't care. You don't. Because if you cared at all, you would have at least done a list of 2 things, okay? You didn't do anything. And I was like, Okay, in this scene, I was thinking, what does she want from Chris? It was another argument in my head. I think her issue was, you know what you're supposed to be doing, and you're not doing it. And you're acting like I need to be more patient when you couldn't complete an assignment that should have been done a month ago. So I think it was an argument that happened because she was frustrated that he was making it seem that in the conversation that, oh, I'm trying, but you're really not. And I do think Chris acknowledges that he isn't the best emotional communicator. So that's why he has a life coach to help him with that. But he's still in the muck of being uncomfortable in that space. And she's trying to get him out of that comfortable space of not having to address things about himself that he may not want to talk about, in my opinion. Monique was trying to hold Chris' feet to the fire. It did seem like no response was going to be good enough. Chris does seem like he probably does get out of conflict. I agree with that. But I also feel like when you are in the trenches of a girl, when you're in the trenches of a relationship, and one person is trying to get the other one to be better in some way, it's gonna cause conflict if you feel like I'm telling you what I need from you and you're not doing it, but you're telling me that it's working, but it isn't because you didn't do the one thing that I wanted you to do. And what I also feel like sometimes you have to argue things out to get over that hump. Because if Chris keeps just saying, I'm sorry, to get out of the conflict will never be resolved. It'll still be there because he's just saying sorry to stop the argument. You just can't let the argument become bigger than what the issue is, because you can't want to win an argument. You can just want to get out your point, and sometimes it's going to be a debate. It's going to be a back and forth. It's going to be that's what's going to be. Some Black men struggle with expressing themselves. It's hard to tap into what they're thinking sometimes. At least Chris is seeming like coach, right? I think that's what her point was. Like, we know what you're struggling with, so you're with a life coach. But then when a life coach is trying to get you to work on things, and we give you time to get it all figured out, you still didn't do that. Because when she said how it was supposed to be done within a week, and that was last month, and he had not written, I'm like, he ain't written nothing? Nothing? I'm saying, it seemed like he might not know what he wants anymore because he's accomplished a lot. True, and we know how like some athletes bring up how when they stop playing or whatever, they have like a little midlife crisis or whatever, because like, damn, what do I do now? Because sometimes you don't think past what you're currently doing, and then once that's done, you have to figure out, well, damn, what am I? Who am I now that I'm not doing this, that, or the other? And I think that could be what Chris is feeling. And I also feel like Monique stepped into her own as not just Chris's wife and the kid's mom. She's now Monique into her own right. She probably just wants some more from her husband. And sometimes, just in general, things progress and you want more. What I'm happy is Chris isn't backing down from the whole situation. He may not be as vocal about how he feels about it, but at least he's not acknowledging what he needs to work on. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I think Monique needs to learn how to pick her battles. Don't make everything an issue. That's true. I'm just happy to see a Black man who hasn't spent all of his sports money and doesn't have several mamas all over the country. Yes, I think Chris, and I think the thing, Chris can be a great husband, but also still needs work. You know what I'm saying? And I also feel like Monique and Chris love and respect each other, but no marriage is perfect. And sometimes a part of that is showing how you work through shit, how you get through things. Because if not, people would just assume like, oh, just rainbows and it's like, no, that's not what it is. Whatever. Sometimes it's a bunch of bullshit. Okay, but I did feel like in the argument they were both talking at each other, and it wasn't a full-fledged argument because I don't think either one of them was listening the most. I think Chris just doesn't get what Monique was saying and what she wanted, and Monique was frustrated and Chris talking about stuff that she wasn't talking about. So yeah, I think they were talking at each other, not to each other, and sometimes that can cause more of a conflict. But I'm happy to see that it seemed like they're gonna work things out, and hopefully come out better on the other side. Okay. But I am done, y'all, with this review. Okay. I want y'all to be sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, .. Okay. Because that's the thing to do. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section on the replay. Okay. Share my video. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner. Okay. In about 10 minutes, I will have we'll be live watch Miss Wanda's live. Honey, she was mad and see. Okay. Mad and see. Come on in about 10 minutes for that. And then after the Wanda live, we'll have a live chit chat about the nightcap. Okay, about what Mel said and what Monique said or whatever. About that. So again, those are the next live for the day. And then we will see what we will have later on. But again, I love you all. Great time was had by all. And again, in 10 minutes, come on back around here for the Miss Wanda live watch along. Gotta go. Bye.